Okay, so post-harvest pipeline, the components and process involved. Okay, so now we move on to the post-harvest pipeline. Okay, so these are the pipeline. Imagine a pipe, okay, and we call it the food pipeline, post-harvest pipeline. Okay, this is the input here. The farmer or the producer is the input, and the output is the final produce or final product that are consumed by the consumer. So you look at this picture, you can get the idea, right? Okay, the input is a lot, and the final product, the output is only a little bit. Why? Because during this chain, during this chain, there are a lot of leakage. Okay, leakage due to pre-processing. There are a lot of leakage here. During transport, the fruit can, fruit usually bruise, right? The bengkak tu kan, kalau bahasa kita cakap bengkak, it's bruising. Breakage, it can break during transport, and then leakage. Okay, imagine during land transportation, for example, if the truck hit bumps at high speed, what will happen? Okay, if there is no proper protection, post-harvest protection, things might get worse, right? A lot of the produce inside that truck might be damaged. Okay, so proper storage, proper protection is needed. Okay, during storage, there are also leakage here, by the inside. A lot of the produce that are stored, in few weeks, have molds, bacteria growth, rodents inside that storage, birds sprouting, acidity, and overripe. So these are all the leakage, the things that can happen during storage and can cause losses to farmers, right? We need to throw it away. We cannot sell to consumer. Okay, during processing and packaging also have leakage here. Okay, and then during marketing, we have also contamination. Even at the end of the pipe also, we have leakage, okay, due to contamination, okay, unsafe food, quantity loss. Okay, so the final product is only a little bit. Okay, so we want to reduce. Okay, the aim of post-harvest is to reduce these losses so that the final product that consumer can receive is a lot higher compared to the current situation. Okay, so I believe you understand and get the idea, right? What the aim of post-harvest is, right? So these are the components, or the process involved in post-harvest. Okay, so of course it starts with harvesting. We harvest it, and then when it being collected, and it need to be trashed at the pack house. Okay, usually we have a proper pack house where all of the other process are being conducted. Okay, so usually this one being conducted in pack house. So in pack house, we have the drying process. Okay, we also have storing process. Okay, and processing. So processing involve cleaning. Okay, we clean. Depend on the produce. Is it sensitive to water or not? Okay, if it's sensitive, then dry cleaning process will be conducted. Okay, and then classification and grading, dehulling, pounding, grinding, packing, soaking, winnowing, drying, sieving, and a lot of other process here. So other than primary process, we also have secondary process. Okay, if the product need to be processed further to make it workable, the secondary process is needed. Okay, mixing, cooking, frying, molding, cutting, and extrusion. Okay, so product evaluation, quality control, quality control here, packing, involve weight, labeling, and sealing. And then we also have marketing, the publicity, selling, and distribution. Okay, and then until it reaches the consumer. Okay, so product evaluation, consumer education. Okay, so these are all the process involved in the post-harvest processing. Okay, so post-harvest handling components. Okay, this is much simpler, right, compared to this one just now. Okay, so harvesting, same, harvesting, in-field handling, pack house operation, grading and standardization, okay, to define the grades, packing, and then storage. Okay, so after the storage, if we want to sell it, then we can have treatment, ripening or degreening treatment, and then transportation. Okay, then we can sell. Okay, so this process is to make the crops ripen. Okay, because during storage we inhibit the ripening process. So when we want to sell the produce and want to sell the fruits, for example, okay, we need to initiate the ripening process. Okay. So the last subtopic here is the factors that affecting post-harvest quality. Okay, so what are the factors? Factors that can affect the post-harvest quality. The first one here is the pre-harvest. Okay? Pre-harvest factors is the fertilizer application. Okay, so different inputs of fertilizers may affect the post-harvest quality. Okay? For example, usually when there is more calcium applied, okay, the tomatoes can have better firmness and hence have a longer storage life. Okay, how about the maturity stage? Okay, so maturity stage also plays important role. A simple one is, imagine that if you harvest a mango, the unripe mango, okay, the green one, compared to the yellow, the ripe mango. Okay, of course, the green mango have a longer storage life. So that's what it means by maturity stage. You need to harvest early in order to have longer storage life. Irrigation during the growing phase is also important. Okay, because water content in the produce is actually crucial. It determines its appearance. Okay, if a lot of water is lost, water loss, the appearance of the fruits can become shrivel. Okay, if it's vegetables, then it can wilt, right? So it's very important. And another thing, if you sell the produce based on weight, then you can lose a lot of money based on water loss criteria only. Okay, and then here is temperature. Okay, temperature can also affect the post-harvest quality. Okay, usually we need a lower temperature, but there is a guideline. There is a guideline of every fruits. Because not all fruits can be stored at low temperature. Too low may cause the what we call the chilling injury. Chilling injury to the crops. For example, like the banana. When you store banana at in the fridge, it will become brown, right? So that is an example of chilling injury. Humidity is related to the water just now. Yeah, low humidity means that a lot of water need to be taken out from crops. Okay, so there is high water loss, so you need to control the humidity. Okay, but not too high, so that condensation may occur, because it will encourage the mold or microbes growth. And then gases. Okay, so different gases in the environment, in the storage room, is important also, because by controlling O2 and CO2, we can control the respiration rate of the crops. Okay, so by controlling that, we can have a better or longer storage life. Okay, and then here is handling. Okay, so usually rough handling, we have more mechanical damage. More mechanical damage means more fruits being damaged and loss of quality. And then the last one is chemical treatment. Okay, so usually there is a chemical treatment, okay, to enhance the storage life of the harvested crops. Okay, for example, like papaya. Okay, we usually apply fungicide, okay, in order to control the fungal growth at the stem. Okay, this is usually done for papaya that being exported to other countries. Okay, local one might be less. So, however, for export, definitely will be a treatment, chemical treatment to control or to suppress that fungal growth. Okay. So that's it. That's the end of chapter 1. So I hope you get the 3 subtopics that we learned just now. Okay, so that is the introduction of post-harvest. So thank you for watching and listening.